I'm Ryan from the Burnout Show, and today I'm going to be showing you how to remove a crankshaft pulley and a harmonic balancer from a small block Chevy 350. I'm currently in the process of rebuilding my 350, and I'm doing a whole series on that process, so subscribe if you're in the market for that, and definitely check out some of my other videos. And also leave a comment on what other tutorials you want to see me do for this. But yeah, to be able to get at the crankshaft or the timing chain, you're going to need to take off the crankshaft pulley and the harmonic balancer. Now the crankshaft pulley shouldn't be too hard. It's 4 bolts right on the front. You might need to whack it with a hammer once you get those out, but the harmonic dampener is where it's going to get real tricky. But first, let's just take off the pulley. So, like I said, it's just 4 bolts, 3 on the outside and 1 in the center. You're gonna need a ratchet with a 9/16 socket and a 5/8 socket. But when you try to loosen the bolts on this thing, the whole crankshaft is just gonna spin. All right, so you're gonna need a pretty long wrench and a couple of bolts. You're gonna need to put 1 bolt in the back of the crankshaft like that, and then you're also gonna need to put 1 bolt in one of the bell housing threads. You're going to need to take your wrench and make sure you put the closed side on the bottom bolt that's threaded into the bell housing. And then you're going to want to spin the crankshaft just a bit until the bolt in the back of the crankshaft meets up with the open end of the wrench. Now you'll notice no matter how hard I try, I cannot spin the crankshaft. So now the bolts are ready to be taken out. Now once you've got the bolts out, the crankshaft pulley should just pop off. But if it doesn't, you can spray some WD-40 in there and whack it with a hammer a little bit, and it should come off pretty easy. Now, like I said earlier, the next step is going to be removing the harmonic dampener. Now, this is going to be a little trickier because you need a special tool in order to get this off. You're going to need some form of a wheel puller set. Now, I got this one from Harbor Freight for, I think, around 20 bucks. I'm not sure. But as you can see, it comes with a whole bunch of different bolts. And right here is the main part of the tool. Okay, so first you're gonna need to find the bolts in the kit that thread into your holes. Next, you're gonna wanna take the main shaft, which is the big threaded one with the hex on the end and a hole on the other end. And you wanna take that and you wanna thread it through until it starts to poke out on the other side. Then you need to take the head, you need to put it in, just like that, and continue to thread it down a little bit more. So next you gotta bolt this to the harmonic dampener using those first 3 bolts and the 3 holes right here. But you don't want to go all the way down. You just want to thread it in a little bit and make sure all 3 are threaded very evenly. Alright, so those bolts look pretty level to me. Now before you go tightening down your tool too much, you got to make sure that you reverse your bolt and wrench system in the back of the engine, because now we're going to be spinning the crankshaft to the right instead of the left. So once you do that, you're ready to start tightening down your tool using a breaker bar and a socket that fits on the end of your tool. You're going to want to use a breaker bar so that you can get enough leverage to do this easily. Yours could be pretty stuck like mine, so it's going to take a decent amount of torque to get it coming off. And just like that, it'll pop right off. But yeah, that's all there is to it. You just got to get that puller tool and you'll be well on your way to rebuilding your engine. So, like I said at the beginning, I'm doing a whole series on rebuilding my 350, so if you need help with that, definitely subscribe and leave some comments on what other tutorials you want to see. But that's it for now, so I hope this helped and thanks for watching.